Everyone said this is Mexico's best resort. On paper, a flawless 5-star resort, unlimited drinks, a lazy river, and a private beach. Sounds perfect, right? That's until I read the reviews. For the next 3 days, I'm testing everything. The food, the drinks, the water park, the shows, to see if this place is actually worth it. The plan was simple: fly to Cancun, check in, and start testing everything. Just a chill 2-hour flight, quick and easy, no big deal. But arriving in Cancun, yeah, that's where the chaos kicked in. Dozens of drivers, people yelling, everyone waving their signs. I was low-key bracing for one of those airport scams, but somehow my driver was actually there. The drive to the resort felt like a build-up to something big. You're just watching the road stretch on, half hyped, half skeptical, wondering, is this place going to live up to the photos, or did I just fly 5 hours for a letdown? Check-in was a nightmare. Room wasn't ready, and when we finally got in, it was dirty. Took 2 days to clean. Angela gave this place 1 star. She said the room was disgusting and the staff took forever to fix it. So yeah, I was nervous. But the room was actually clean. Either they fixed things or I just got lucky. Comfy bed, clean bathroom, lazy river outside the balcony. One thing that had me shook, you can order room service straight from the TV. Baked chicken tenders and the fresh fruit just to test it out. And then the personal butler brings the food inside your hotel room and puts it on the table. That's 5-star service if you ask me. This resort has 17 restaurants and my goal is to try every single one. Some are fire and some were, well, let's just say you'll have to see them for yourself. Food was an 8 out of 10. All the restaurants were great, but not gourmet. That's what Jake said. Let's see if he's right. Zen had some hits. The teriyaki salmon was solid and the miso soup warmed me up, but the tuna roll tastes like a rice wrapped in disappointment. Grazy pizza had the whole vibe: wood-fired oven, open kitchen, and the pizza came out hot and crispy. I tried Hawaiian, sweet pineapple, melty cheese, and the crispy crust, the kind of combo that shouldn't work but totally does. Honestly, it surprised me in the best way. That's a perfect setup. Agave, the Mexican restaurant, had the aesthetics down: colorful tiles, dim lighting, and even a chef grilling fajitas right by the entrance on a flaming hot cart. Rachel left a review saying the Mexican restaurant was just okay, and honestly she wasn't wrong. The sizzling fajitas look incredible, tortillas were warm, the vibe was there, but flavor wise, kind of muted. Like for a Mexican restaurant in Mexico, I expected it to be way better than this. Score Sports Bar was reliable: burgers, wings, giant TVs, but you know a spot that blew everything else away? The Hunter's Steakhouse, Rio. First of all, it looked like a Michelin star restaurant, and the food, it felt like I was back in a classic American steakhouse. Crispy golden sides, and they serve up the most tender, juiciest ribeye steaks. And get this, it was included in the steak. They even brought out grilled pineapple coated in cinnamon, which I know it sounds kind of weird, but it tasted amazing. If you're trying to hit your protein goals on vacation, Rio is a spot. The buffet also had a ton of variety: tacos, pasta, grilled meats, even sushi. What really stood out to me is the breakfast station. You pretty much pick the ingredients you want and they cook it right in front of you. I'm not saying I went back there 3 times, but I went back there 3 times. Drinks were a hit or miss, depends on the bartender. But the pool's massive, crystal clear, and somehow still buzzing even when it's 100 degrees out. People were floating, laughing, laying out with cocktails. Peak resort energy. You walk out of your room and it's like instant vacation mode. Plus, there were poolside bars tucked into the corners of the resort, so you can literally swim up, grab a drink, and drift right back into the water. I floated for hours, no schedule, no stress, just sun, water, and nothing but good vibes. When I reserved a spot at the hibachi restaurant, it ended up being a combination of both dinner and a show. The chef was grilling shrimps, lighting things on fire, and just entertaining the guests. At one point, he caught an egg mid-air with his spatula and just nodded like it was nothing. Hibachi chicken, shrimp, and fried rice absolutely slapped. Easily one of the most fun and best meals I've had. And just when I thought I've seen everything, I found the water park. Massive slides that twist like roller coasters, a lazy river that winds through the whole place. It wasn't just fun, it was straight chaos in the best way. There's even one slide that goes through the wall, which was kind of sketchy. I kind of got stuck in there at one point, but luckily I came out. There was a tipping bucket, splash zones, and slides that launched you like a rocket. I'm not even trolling, I feel like a little kid again. But one slide caught me off guard. My goggles almost flew off. That slide had me flying. I didn't even know what hit me. I almost lost my goggles, bro. The resort had its very own ice cream shop, perfectly posted up right next to the water park. Get the coconut flavor, trust. Then the beach, absolutely no crowds. The kind of place that makes you want to pause, take a deep breath, and forget about everything else for just a second. No music, no screaming kids, just calm, and maybe for the first time old trip, quiet clarity. The cafe's open 24/7. I stopped by one morning. I just grabbed like a yogurt bowl and a coffee to start off the day. It wasn't anything fancy, but it hit the spot. Super clutch if you're heading out for an early morning swim. They even had a laser tag, a trampoline park, and a full bowling alley inside of the resort. Like actual lanes, shoes, neon lights, and even scoreboard animations. At night, it turned into this loud, glowing arcade vibe. This resort also has their very own theme song, which you can hear throughout the whole resort. And let's just say this song's a banger. So here's the final ratings after the 3 days of testing. Some highs, some surprises, a couple letdowns, but overall, this place delivered. You know what else happened during this trip series? I kinda got scammed in Argentina's most expensive ski town. Click here to watch it.